What a word, is your boy Sporty Black back again with another video. I know it's been a long time since you guys heard from me. We go get into that another day, but today I'm gonna speak about the incident that happened at Astro World. This is a yearly festival hosted by Travis Scott in his hometown of Houston. The basically it's named after a theme park in Houston, Astro World, but also personally, I want to just hit y'all with the spiritual meaning of the word Astro World. Now, a lot of people, was talking about their experiences there. A lot of the surviving people, because 8 people died, 300 people got injured. But I was just looking at videos of people that was there, their accounts, because I wasn't there. But a lot of these young people who survived the show, they was all saying some of the same things, that the vibe was off. It felt dark. It felt wicked. The music was eerie leading up to Travis's performing. People falling out, people collapsing. They talking about they had somebody out there injecting people with drugs. It's just a lot. But a lot of the victims who was there, who survived, they were saying key words such as it felt demonic, it felt satanic, things of that nature. Now me, I'm not a really big Illuminati conspiracies type person, so I try to stay away from that lane right there. But yet and still, I do want to share with y'all the spiritual meaning of the word Astro World. All right, now this is what it said. It said, it is the word of the celestial spheres crossed by the soul in its astral body on the way to being born and after death, and is generally believed to be populated by angel spirits or other immortal beings. It is understood that all consciousness reside in the astral plane, right? So that got a lot to do with the imagery you seen, with the people going inside of his mouth, and that's a play on the old ritual that would happen back in the day. And then a lot of people got to realize that Travis Scott, now he's been charged a couple times with misdemeanors of inciting riots, saying that he was encouraging fans to rage, calling his fans ragers. What I'm saying? Then there's a lot of videos that happen from this event where Travis Scott, people are trying to stop the show, telling him people are dying, and he laughing and keep going on with the show, although people are being carried up out of there, people are getting trampled, people are getting jumped on, because basically people falling out because it's so hot and there's so many people smashed in together like tuna fish, and then they fall. And then if you fall, you might got 100 people just steady jumping on top of you like on some mosh pits type stuff. You know what I mean? So a lot of people died, like kids. Like it's reported like a 10-year-old got killed. I don't know why a 10-year-old would be allowed to be in there, but they was in there. You got all these people on all these psychedelic drugs and other drugs, and then we all know that music, it sends out frequencies to the brain to get you to do certain stuff. So then you got the MC, the master of the ceremony there, Travis Scott, encouraging people to rage, just want people to pipe up, not saying that this is something that was planned or premeditated, although a lot of people feel like it is, and it was. I'm not necessarily saying that, but at the same time, you got to have some accountability, from overall, from the point of Travis Scott, and also Live Nation and people who put this event together. You know what I'm saying? No matter the size of the venue, it got to be a capacity limit. Once it reached that limit, you got to cut it off. Just for safety measures. You know what I mean? But so that wasn't followed. And then, it is reports of people inside of the concert who was injecting people with certain drugs, and maybe that was making people fall out. But there was a lot of reports of people just falling out. Maybe it were from fatigue, dehydration. I'm not really sure, but it was a really, really sad and bad experience for a lot of people. Just a sad situation overall. Kylie Jenner, she jumped on Instagram and basically tried to do some quick damage control, saying that they wasn't aware of no fatalities to hours after the show was over. Although, there's a lot of videos showing Travis seeing people getting carted off.
That is the most
You got
demonic,
fans that jumped up
evil
on
shit I've seen in my
platforms
life.
telling them to stop the show, trying to let the event staff know that people are dead, people are dying, and the cries just went, you know, unnoticed, unheard, because they kept the show going as if they didn't care, So that's where a lot of the backlash is coming down the pipe. Where basically it was like no empathy or sympathy for the people that was being injured. You know what I mean? Of course, you want to be crunk, you want to be hype, you want to have put on a great show, but a great show should not, come before a person's life or their health or their safety. Once the safety has been breached and it looks like something tragic is about to happen, you should stop the show. Simple as that. You know what I mean? No matter how much money, been put into this stuff, you got to stop the show to save human lives, right? But that's neither here nor there. But I just want y'all to jump in and let me know what y'all think about the whole situation. Should Travis Scott face criminal charges, some kind of ramifications behind the tragedy that happened at his show? Or do you think that he should go unpunished? Do you think this was more of a sacrifice? Or do you think this was just a tragedy, something that just happened? Or do you think it was premeditated? What do you think about this whole situation? Because it was a lot of weird stuff leading up to this show, such as Kylie Jenner's Travis baby mama. She did a photo shoot about 3 weeks prior to this. She was butt naked, covered in blood, trying to, campaign for some new makeup or some stuff like that. And maybe she was going for a Halloween theme, but it was just really, really weird, that she would choose to go that route to try to sell some makeup. Then all of this happened, so I don't really know, but I just need y'all to jump in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. And also, I'm gonna also attach some clips to some of the victims and what they were saying. Me personally, I'm not saying this or I'm not saying that. I'm just totally putting it out there and just trying to get y'all feedback. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button. It's your boy Sporty Black. I'm back in effect. More content is on the way. All right, I'm gone.
That is the most demonic, evil shit I've seen in my life. The world is doomed.